What is going on, Impactors? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And guys, today we're going to talk about a new token that I'm being introduced to, which is Impactxp token. Now remember, I always like to preface, like it says down at the bottom there of the banner, that I'm not a financial advisor, but rather I'm always trying to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. And I decided to establish a brand new position on Impactxp token after hearing from the community for several weeks now. Sorry, I've been putting it on the back burner, but really, I understand why you guys are bullish on it. I put out this tweet earlier today saying, Crypto fam, I heard you guys loud and clear. A new video on Impactxp token will be coming out later today. I definitely see why people are bullish on this project. 629 individuals hit the like button on that tweet. And that was only from this morning. And that just shows you this is a token that has a massive community. We're going to talk about price action, we're going to talk about utilities, and we're going to talk about everything they have coming their way. And I really do believe that this is one of those tokens that has some real potential moving forward. They have some very, very big catalysts that are coming out in the near term. But in addition, some of their long-term vision and roadmap also has some big potential. But always, guys, make sure you do your due diligence, do your research. I'm going to have their website all in the description below for you guys to go look into and check out. Also, try to interact with their community. They're always live on Twitter Space, Telegram, and everywhere else. So make sure you guys check those out. And also, before we dive in, I want to mention the YourPOP cast, where I hope to have all kinds of developers, even the Impactxp developer, on for an interview where we talk about all things related to crypto and other financial related niches in the new podcast studio that I'm currently building out. So if you would be so kind, click the link below for the podcast channel, which is going to be called the Popcast, if you get it, and go ahead and consider subscribing. The new videos will be out shortly. Now, Impactxp. Let's go ahead and make my screen a little smaller so we could focus on where the meat and potatoes are. Impactxp. Basically, again, after perseverance and resolve shown by the impactors, our story resembles that of a phoenix rising from the ashes of our previous rebirths. So understand that their initial contract that came out, and I don't know the exact order, but there were two contracts that came out, Genshin Impact, but there was a lot of copyright related issues, so they relaunched, and they did a second relaunch, and Jod is the current developer and owner of the contract. So rise we shall, Impact X Prime. So again, it talks about basically the roadmap and the story behind Impactxp. This token was a fair launch on November 24th, 2021 as an ERC20 or Ethereum-based network token after the rebirth. The impactors are positioned to rise and accomplish whatever we set our minds to. Their contact address will be in the link in the description, but also it says it right there on their website. And it's going to be compatible and will be listed on Saitama as soon as they figure out what's going on their end. Let's dive into the white paper. So we start off by talking about the vision, but specifically what I want to talk about, we'll kind of skip over the inception because I already mentioned that, but their mission, what they're doing, they're entering the play to earn space, and you're going to see their market cap is huge. It's a few $100 million already within the first 2 months of launch. It hasn't even been a full 2 months. And we'll talk about why I do believe that this is a token that still has a lot of room for upside and pretty big potential. So again, after discussions with the developer, told them about the whole audit situation. Again, this is a token that I'm basically, I don't want to say joining on indefinitely, but I want to, again, be a part of this community and continue to grow as Impactxp grows. Had a good conversation with the dev, had an internal audit completed. The audit came back clean. Everything looked really, really good. And you guys will see. Their contract, as you can see, it was renounced, and everything else will also speak volumes regarding their future vision and what they're looking for. But what I want to focus on is the utilities and the community aspect, because those are the two things that will continue to push this token forward outside of the FOMO and outside of the initial excitement with any token, of course. So utilities, the utilities for Impact will bring a rising in renewable energy, hydroponic farms, as well as green living from all parts of the world. Impactxp will also contribute to running water to populated and remote areas globally. They're also going to create a play to earn space, and it's going to have a metaverse integration. And I spoke to Jad, who is the current main developer, and he told me kind of what his vision is regarding this. But understand, there's a lot of tokens coming out talking about charitable charity, giving back, but not really definitive on what they want to give back to. But with Impactxp, they already have a definitive timeline and they have chosen what it is that they want to invest their money into. And that is in the renewable energy space and specifically helping bring back water. One of the most basic necessities of life is not really accessible in all places globally, unfortunately. Here in the US, it's easy. We go to our sink, you pour some water from the tap and you can drink it. But not everywhere and not every country has that luxury, especially my home country in Sudan. And that's one of the big things that I saw and I highlighted on their white paper, because for me, I've seen first-handed individuals who are unable to access running water. So this here was huge, and that's one of the biggest reasons I decided to invest. But aside from that, let's look at the price action and let's look at how far they have come. This token has been consolidating at an insane rate. So we're currently looking at the 4-hour chart. Starting the day of launch, November 24th, 25th, it was a huge green candle. It was a fantastic day overall, followed by maybe a little bit of a correction. But you guys can see this token has consolidated all throughout pretty much till about Christmas time in December. And then we saw parabolic price action, followed by a little bit of a sell-off, consolidation, upside, downside. But overall, we're trading sideways. Pretty much straight sideways, holding strong throughout the entire market sell-off. And that should speak volumes to you all as investors, because it's kind of a no-brainer. If you see the price action of any token have this kind of strength through a bearish market or bearish sentiment, that should speak volumes to you. There are currently 15,427 holders of Impactxp token. The market cap is at $215 million as a fully diluted. So folks, this is how far they've come in less than 2 months. How far will they go in the next 3 months after the Saitama release, after their metaverse play is released, the play to earn game, after they start getting traction from adding on some of the utilities that they've already mentioned or forementioned on the white paper? This is a token that I'm getting extremely bullish on. Now remember, I say it in every video and every token. For me, my goal ultimately is to protect investors. To protect investors from rug pulls, to protect investors from getting into tokens that are, potentially not really going anywhere, but understanding that all of these plays are volatile. You have to take profits along the way up, secure your bag as you make money. If you don't, ultimately, the crypto space as a whole is extremely volatile, especially the extremely volatile space. So for me, I just try to always give you guys some kind of reassurance and always adding a layer to saying, hey, make sure you do your research before diving in or jumping into any token. But Impactxp is one that I would consider putting on your watch list. And for an entry point, you could see, where did we bottom out at? Pretty much at a 1900 Satoshi unit, say 2000 Satoshi units. So right now might be a reasonable entry point if you are extremely bullish on this play and looking to diversify your portfolio. Appreciate everybody's love and support. So make sure, as always, you guys smash that like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys all so much, and I'm excited to see where this one goes. But again, stay safe. The market is starting to wake back up. Things are starting to look much better, and hopefully this bull run resumes and we see Impactxp take us to the moon. And until next time then, everybody, keep investing. Peace.